A cry for help there by indigents of Plateau State. To environmental matters now, the Earth will be greatly at risk if world leaders fail to take seriously the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations and tackle climate change. This warning was issued by the United Nations Secretary General, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, during his meeting with diplomats in Abuja. Our correspondent, Omilogo Nadi, reports.
This dialogue between the UN Secretary General Mr. Ban Ki-moon, the diplomatic corps, policymakers and civil society leaders in Abuja is aimed at addressing issues of democracy, human rights and countering violent extremism. Mr. Ki-moon said his visit to Nigeria hinges on his belief in President Muhammadu Buhari's agenda of change and the affirmation of the need for stronger partnership between the United Nations and Nigeria. Key among his greatest concerns are climate change and the need for the Sustainable Development Goals, which he assured will solve world challenges inclusively to get maximum support from countries around the world.
Without addressing climate change, Sustainable Development Goals will be seriously hampered and destroyed. Therefore, I am asking all of you, whether you are in the government, whether you are in the business or civil society, it's not only the work of government. Now I'm asking the business sectors that they should do more.
Insurgency and terrorism in Nigeria formed the major part of discussions here. Nigeria Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said socio-economic exclusion is only a part of the problem, even as the Sultan of Sokoto alienated the insurgents from the religion of Islam.
Extremism is not entirely a product of socio-economic exclusion. It is also a function of permitting religious and radical ethnocentric teachings and pedagogy without a persuasive counter-narrative.
But there's this marginalization of Muslims in so many countries because of the activities of few of us who profess the religion of Islam. And I believe that when we now say those people are only criminals and terrorists, they should be taken in that regard, in that manner, and dealt with in that manner, in that regard.
The traditional ruler also solicited the assistance of the United Nations Secretary General on funds looted from Nigeria's treasury, which is believed to be stashed in foreign banks to aid President Buhari's fight against corruption.
I'd like to request you, how can you use your office to bring back all the money stolen from this country and stack in foreign banks back to our country to develop? I'm saying this because I listened to Mr. President a few hours ago when he said corruption is the worst human rights abuse in the world. And I totally believe in him, in what he said. Because corruption is the root, is the foundation of all bad governance and all the heinous crimes being committed across the world.
The concerns raised here at this crucial dialogue are not peculiar to Nigeria. Extremism is top on the agenda, and this is closely followed by human rights violations, climate change concerns, governance, and extreme poverty. These are some of the major world challenges which the UN Secretary General says are surmountable through the Sustainable Development Goals and concerted efforts. Omilogo Nadi, Channels Television News.